Hello and welcome to Board Stupid. My name's Wayne.
And I'm Matt.
Matt, I am really excited because
it's UKGE time, guys.
It's UKGE season. It's almost upon us. And
yes.
Matt, I am deeply anticipating UKGE, just like I'm deeply anticipating these 10 games.
Yeah, because this is our top 10 most anticipated games at UKGE.
Like, you can go and try and play. Oh my God, you can go and play them.
So yeah, this is all like new stuff that is coming out and never seen or just seen not that much. So this is the new stuff. The new stuff. New.
Most of it you can't even buy yet. Some of it you can.
Yeah, but this is the new. Yes,
the new,
exactly.
The newest of the new.
Exactly. And you know what is not new?
What's that?
The subscribe button.
Damn right.
That is not new, but if you click it and
never goes out of fashion.
Oh, if you click it and stay till the end, we got something special because we are doing some special stuff this year for our subscriber coming at UKGE.
Yeah.
We're doing a special giveaway live on site, but you need to stick around till the end of the video. Now
we'll tell you all the stuff about that.
We'll give you all the things, but let's not anticipate too much because we need to go into the most anticipated.
Number 10.
Let's go.
Rolling dice, feeling nice, cardboard dreams and game schemes. Click subscribe, it's a vibe. Board Stupid's all we need. Board Stupid, game reviews for you and me. Board Stupid, here's what you should play and see.
Okay, Wayne, let's start this list with
Whiswood. That's what I need to say.
Yeah, sorry. Well, we didn't rehearse, but yeah, that's what you get. Sorry.
That's what you get. Don't rehearse this. Whiswood is the new game from UK Games Edition.
Yes.
CGE did a big video of all the new games coming out this year, like expansions and blah, 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 blah. And their new release announced was Whiswood. This is a tile placement game, relatively light, family-ish weight, family plus weight, but we love tile laying games, so it immediately got my attention. And what this seems to do, quite interestingly, is it has the polyomino vibe, so all the different shapes, tetra shapes that you might know, but you kind of make the polyominoes through drafting individual segments of the polyomino.
Pieces, yes.
Yeah, to then make the shape and then put that in your board, which sounds really, really cool. Theme-wise, you like wisps of the wood, trying to give each wisp its desire, the thing that it wants. Yeah, so theme-wise,
it's a more family plus theme.
Yes,
of course.
Fine, but it kind of adjacent to what the game is. The game sounds really interesting. Like I said, we love tile layers. We love it when tile layers try and do something slightly different. So I'm very excited to try this game for sure.
Absolutely, and we love CG, and they usually comes out with a lot of very good stuff.
Some interesting stuff. Go check it out. Matt, what's next on the list?
Next on the list is a game that we covered on our Hype Factor a couple of months ago, if I remember right. It's the new. We stayed on the lighter, like family plus theme and kind of games. We're talking about Popcorn from Yellow.
I love popcorn.
We love popcorn, yes. In Popcorn, as you can imagine, you are going to manage a movie theatre.
Brilliant.
So each player will have his own movie theatre, and through worker placement and acquisition of the movie, so you can decide which movie you're gonna show in your theatre, and you need to make sure that the people coming to your cinema are gonna go to watch the right movie for what they. So it's kind of like you need to match their taste. So there is this kind of like worker placement line where some of the people or the workers gonna get in line, then get into the room. If the film is not what they want to watch, they're gonna leave your theater to go to someone else's theater. It's very, very interesting. The production, it looks super cool. I really like the cards that represent the movies are kind of like a mock-up of more famous stuff.
Easter eggs in there.
Yeah, there's a lot of Easter eggs.
But
But
the popcorn bag thing as well.
yeah, the popcorn bag is where you're gonna put your points.
Love that.
It looks pretty cool. By the same time, it looks quite interesting with these mechanics on how you manage your cinema. Again, I really want to play this one. Lighter side, but can't wait to have some popcorn.
Absolutely.
Wayne, we need to go and check
Yeah.
Space.
Always check space.
We need to check Space, right?
Is it still there? Oh, it's still there.
I need to check a game that is in space that I can't wait to be delivered to my door
to your
because I
house.
was one of the first backer of this game that we managed to play at Spiel last year.
That's right.
I was so hyped about this game. I want to see where it is at in the
We
production
want to see the
stage.
progress, and this is Revenant.
Oh, can't wait.
Yeah, I know. Revenant by Mind Clash Games is a spin-off / spiritual sequel / successor to Voidfall.
Yes.
But where Voidfall is like the bigger galactic scale, this is zoomed right in on one individual ship's battle. And a completely different system, completely different designer. It doesn't have like any of the same sort of things, but it's set in the same universe. And it does something really interesting. It is ostensibly, at first sort of view, a sort of worker placement.
It is a worker placement, yes.
But imagine a worker placement game where the places can get shot to pieces by aliens and they might not be there anymore to place your workers.
Yeah.
Really interesting. So they might disappear throughout the game. You can maybe get them back, maybe not. So that's quite interesting. And also where you put your workers is also different ships and families / clans that you want to influence with. You want to get your reputation up.
Yes.
And that's also going to be something that you're going to be doing, trying to get up to these different tracks, get reputation with different clans for end game scoring. But again, if you're doing that quite a lot of times, it might behoove the other players to try and make sure that that particular place gets destroyed at some point. So
Exactly.
There's some really interesting push and pull in this game.
And there is this very cool mechanism while the centerpiece of the board is the Revenant, is the master
It's the
ship.
Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah, exactly. If you think Battlestar Galactica,
that.
is the Galactica.
It's the Galactica,
If the Galactica explodes, well, everybody lose. So you still need to always work together to keep the main ship alive while doing all the rest.
That tension between competing and then also working together. And there is a point which is really interesting. You might have to hyperdrive forward into a new sector because you will get surrounded.
Yeah, because it's the blight that you will remember from if you played Voidfall.
They'll be
They will
surrounded.
still appear around your ship. They're gonna damage your ship, and there's gonna be a point on each one of the rounds where you are gonna be you're gonna lose. So
It's
what you're gonna
shafted.
do? You need to hyper jump. So one of the player will initiate that hyper jump that you don't know exactly where you're gonna end up in space, and there's gonna be a new setup for the board. Again, it's quite a lot. It's a complex game.
Relatively heavy.
But it looks absolutely fantastic with a great production in the Voidfall spirit IP universe,
Vibe.
but it's got very limited to do with the actual mechanics that you got
correct.
in the original game. But yeah, we can't wait. I really want that box of oh, cool.
Patient.
Cool.
He's anticipating it.
Give me Revenant.
Matt, speaking of games that are unspeakably cool, this one is also very exciting.
Yeah.
We saw a little sneaky peek. But
Yeah.
That's all we saw. What is it?
Yes, and we're talking about Avalon, the Riven Veil from Shadowborn Games.
Oh my god. You loved Oathsworn, didn't you?
I Lost One is one of my favorite games ever at this point. Yeah, it was my number 2 on my top 40 list.
Loves it.
Anyway, the guys came with games that got nothing to do with Oathsworn. It's not a dungeon crawl, it's not boss fighting, it's actually an area majority set in the Arthurian legends.
Love that. It looks so sweet.
Production-wise, just touching like very lightly because it's one of the most beautiful game ever produced, with the circular board with the tiles that you're gonna flip. Because of course you got fog of war, so you don't really know what's gonna happen.
Really cool.
And you basically, each one of the player will lead their own army. Each army is gonna be will have different powers with different heroes. Everything again based in the Arthurian legends, but in the essence is territorial control. That is one of our favorite.
We love it.
Genre of games. And when we had the sneak peek last year at Essen Spiel, I was so happy that I went all in on the on the Kickstarter. I would just say, they're going to say, yes, I did well back in all in on this game, because it's absolutely great.
So I can't wait to see the progress. Maybe a demo as well.
Yeah, exactly. It will be good to. Oh, actually, if you guys are watching, can we arrange a little play? Because I would like to see.
We'd love to.
The state of my money.
How well spent is it?
No, but definitely good. Go. The guys normally have a fantastic stand, so this year I'm expecting even more. But yes, Avalon, the Riven Veil. Next one, we got two-player games that we don't know much about it, but we know that it's from Scorpion Mask. Two-player games, same guys that brought us Sky Team, so they kind of know what they're doing with the two-player games. But this one is quite different because we're talking about
tag team.
Tag team,
And this is like an arcade, like 1 versus 1 Street Fighter type game, right? Ryu versus Ken. From Street Fighter 2 Turbo, that kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
But you are essentially doing it's a 1 versus 1 deck building auto battler.
Yes.
So if you ever played anything like Wizard's Cup, I'm imagining something like that, where you create your deck and you put it in a certain order, and then you flip the top card, the other person plays their top card, and you'll compare effects, things will happen,
exactly.
One card will defeat the other, etc., etc. And then is there a twist mat? I think there's they will go back on top or something.
Yeah, they go back on top in the same order that they came out, and then you get more cards coming out. So it's kind of like you kind of need to remember what the other players have done, but it looks pretty cool. And it's each player will have 2 characters. That's why it's a tag team. So you kind of like choose like the different characters and have this what basically is an auto battler, but in a very cool way.
It's a cool artwork as well.
Yeah, having the guys that done Sky Team, I mean, yes, this is gonna be at least very interesting. Like the minimum is very interesting. Yeah. So we definitely want to see more of tag teams. So we'll definitely have a look at the Hachette stand, because that's where the Scorpion Mask is going to be
over there as well.
A UKGE.
Yeah.
Should we tag team to the next one?
Tag team to the next one.
Tag.
So Matt, this next one I think we know the least about, but it's one that I am quite keen to play because basically it has Lemmy on the cover.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not the Ace of Spades. This one is
Ace of Spades.
It is Ace of Spades. The game.
But it's the game Ace of Spades. We know next to nothing except this is either a 1 or 2 player.
Yes, it sounds
game.
like more like a solo game from the Veer.
Yeah, again from the Veer.
Again, we start seeing this trend that even like larger publisher, distributor started taking on like solo games. That is quite interesting. But basically what we know about the game is that you're gonna play some kind of like hand management, playing kind of poker,
variant of poker
against the AI, against the game. Again, not much information out. It looks pretty cool. It's a De Vere game, so you got some pluses there. You got Lemmy on the cover. Not Lemmy, but you know.
But it looks like undead Lemmy. It looks amazing.
Someone very similar to Lemmy. It's called Ace of Spades. What else do you want to know? Play poker? What else do you want to know?
You know the necromancer who's ruined your life has taken over the cemetery as his base of operations, and you're going to finish him at all costs. You face Lord Overkill, what a name, a supernatural being, but your prowess as a gambler goes beyond sleight of hand. If that's not a tagline that I'm excited about, I don't know what is.
Yes, we'll definitely be there to check this one out as soon as possible because it sounds so cool. For the next one, we got something that I'm so mega interested in.
Yeah, this one looks super exciting.
That is in an original IP that the guys at Incredible Dream Studio have created. That is the Kingfire IP or universe, or you want to talk about it. And for this one, we're talking about Kingfire Console.
We certainly are. And this was a game that was actually, when me and Matt came up with our separate list, before we combined them together for this one for you, this was on both of them.
Yes.
And this one looks super exciting. It's essentially a politic / worker placement game with some voting in there as well. Where you're sort of strategically sending your workers out to get resources, upgrade buildings, all that normal stuff you do in a worker placement game. But then also needing to vote on specifically important city policies, that sort of thing, arrest cultists, try and defeat threats, etc. So you can also be trying to vie for power among the other players, but also trying to maybe stop the cult's progress, or maybe be part of the cult.
Yeah,
something there as well. It sounds amazing.
The description of the game gave me a lot of like vibes of King's Dilemma. And it's a game that we both deeply love. Yeah. And if I can have it without having to destroy the cards, so I can play again.
If I can have a feeling of that in like a board game, with other stuff, that'd be great.
Exactly. So I'm really interested in this. Again, Kingfire, the guys have created this universe where they got different games, very different games, but using the same art styles and kind of like the same characters or the same, the same lore. Because we had Kingfire Chronicles. That is the kind of like the boss battler dungeon crawler. We got the one that actually is going to be out for purchase at UKGE. That is Kingfire Delve. That is kind of like a deck crawler for 1 to 2 player with a very intricate puzzle that you need to basically beat the game. But I'm fascinated about these things that they're building from scratch, because it's not a known IP, and building very different games, but putting everything under the same umbrella and doing it very, very well. So
it's such a cool concept.
Kingfire Console is up on both our lists.
I'm dying to play this. This sounds super cool.
Yeah, let's go have a look.
So Matt, this next game is by a publisher that we really like. We've liked all their games so far. Always amazing productions.
Yes.
This is their first ever retail release.
Yeah, not going through Kickstarter. This one they decided to go straight, and I think I know why.
Why is
because
that?
this looks pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
We're talking about Class of '89 from Patterson Games.
Super cool.
First of all, the theme mega cool.
Love it.
It just like. We all love
retro.
like a proper 80s movies like The Breakfast Club or
Everyone Loves Stranger Things.
Exactly. So think about being in high school. It's very American, but the guys are American. So but we all see it in millions of movies and TV series. At the end of the year, you need to build your yearbook. What then Facebook copied to be Facebook
online, but like
anyway,
your yearbook.
The yearbook and this game mixes a lot of different mechanics from worker placement to tile placement, set collection, all of this to be the coolest kid in the school, basically.
Yeah, you need to go out, get photos, get signatures, you need to go out to the nerds, go out to the jocks, go out to the fashionistas, get them all to contribute to your yearbook, trading signatures with people to increase your street cred. It seems super fun with a great little production. I mean, if anything that I do know, Patterson Games make beautiful games.
Absolutely, all the time.
Yeah, they really do. So, and the little that we've seen looks really cool. Dying to play this. It comes from a great lineage of games, and this would be a great one to go and check out. It's going to be our first chance to go and play it.
Yeah, absolutely. We can't wait for this one. Class of '89. I got it booked in 60. I know that's
69, not 89.
Well, same. waiting for the next one. This is kind of like a special game.
Yeah.
First of all, we covered this game in one of the Hype Factors.
We did.
Is from Matt Leacock, that is the father of Pandemic,
Yeah.
and mix it with Lord of the Ring IP, creating
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings Fate of the Fellowship.
Love that.
What we're talking here?
We're talking about a cooperative game for 1 to 5 players, where each player is actually going to be controlling two
characters,
So controlling the Fellowship, essentially, lending their different unique abilities to protect Frodo and battle enemies and try and get the ring into Mount Doom. You need to evade the Nazgul, as you might imagine.
Yeah.
And it has this cool mechanism with Sauron's eye trying to search for you throughout the different places. And it has a really cool, what looks like Barad-dûr.
That's
That's one of the
pretty cool
coolest things.
production. Yeah.
It has a really nice sort of replayability. Every playthrough, you can have new challenges. You've got 24 different objectives, 13 playable characters.
Each character with their own power.
Yeah.
There is, of course, been Matt Leacock and been published under the Z-Man production. We said, joking, like when we spoke the first time, is this Pandemic Lord of the Ring? No, it's not.
Not really.
But I see a lot of influences already because that's the
design, right?
That's it is, and but this looks pretty cool. The fact that each one controls 2 characters and each one's got different powers.
Cool production.
With a very cool production. Yeah, absolutely.
Over the map of Middle Earth and everything. It's been real fun.
We know 100% we're gonna play the game.
Definitely gonna have to play it.
So
We've
we
already booked one.
can't wait, and you should do too. Just probably trying to get a demo booked as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Either on the day. I'm not sure if they're doing the online one, but this is gonna be a big game.
If this is half as
for
good
you.
as it looks, it's gonna sell buckets.
Yes, and probably to us as well. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's what it is. Okay, one more. We got a game that was on Kickstarter a year or a couple of years ago, and it's another Fatigue from Martin Wallace.
Yes. From Mr. Martin Wallace.
Yeah, exactly. It looks like that it's actually been Martin Wallace plus Rai Knizia, because it looks very Knizia.
It looks like that. It does, yeah.
But we're talking about
Steam Power. Which is, I think, delivering now or there.
Yeah, now or just about,
or has just delivered, and will be available at UK Games Expo. And you bet your bottom dollar I'm going to be first in line
I know it.
to play this game for sure, because I mean I knew very little about this game. I did a little bit of research here and there, but essentially you're going to be racing to kind of create the best rail networks and basically do contract fulfillment. Try and make the most money to win a game. Doing lots of training, connecting, a little bit of route creation as well, network route building, that sort of thing. You want to try and complete a certain number of contracts. The person with the most points and money will win the game. Very, very straightforward. But what this is going to be really cool is we know that Martin Wallace makes simple things deep.
Yes, that's true. And the look of the game is that's what I was saying.
Blend between like Yellow and Yangtze, or Huang,
yes,
and Ticket to Ride. You smash those.
It's kind of like if Raya Knizia designed Ticket to Ride. That's what I would say is what it looks like.
If you imagine that, Raya Knizia in peak Yellow and Yangtze design mode.
But on top of that, put Martin Wallace with his roots from Brass Birmingham. So he loves the train. He loves
the train. He loves the network.
So these things looks pretty amazing. I'll definitely be interesting to play this one because
I am dying to play this. It looks absolutely fascinating. The production looks really, really cool. Not over the top. I mean, it's exactly the kind of production that I like. So not
it seems way lighter than the normal Wallace games. We'll see. We'll try it and we'll let you know. But if you see it around,
go and see.
Keep an eye on it.
Yeah, and tell me where it is so I can go and get a play of it.
Steam Power.
Matt, it's not just amazing sort of new game releases.
No.
There's also great expansions available.
Yes, of already great games that hopefully gonna make those games even better. hopefully.
Hopefully,
But
sometimes not.
the ones that we know, kind of like we know that there's gonna be very good addition.
Oh my
Again,
gosh.
none of these are a must-buy, but definitely some cool
Go
stuff.
check out and maybe play if there is a demo of them for
yeah.
sure.
If I can start, I will
Yeah.
definitely start with the new SETI expansion. Because the new SETI, SETI is an amazing game. It's amazing Euro games that we played last year. We really loved, so I can't wait to have more. What the SETI expansion is going to add is going to be basically asymmetric power for the different players, adds more aliens, and adds kind of like an extra mini game to the scanning phase of the game. That is the one that if we had a little bit of a flaw, the original set, it was the scanning when you're not playing in 4 people. Could a little bit like
uninteractive.
Uninteractive. Well, with these new mechanics, exactly, I think they're trying to fix that that mini game in what is an amazing game. So I'm really curious to see more about that.
Absolutely.
What we got after that?
We've got distilled cocktails.
Oh, yes.
We did a video review of distilled, which you can see something up there. Distilled is a fantastic game.
Yeah, I love it.
It's
One
like
of the
such a cool theme.
Yeah, it is.
And
It
like
is.
the way
And the
theme
mechanics, yes.
are, it's just bang on the money. So they're shaking things up.
Yeah.
Cocktails. And I love a cocktail.
Oh, yeah, why doing
I
just
love
whiskies or distilled
Why
stuff?
not
You can
cocktail?
get some all the stuff mixed in together.
Absolutely.
cocktail.
So just adding additional things, we're going to be crafting unique cocktails for your customers, requiring special mixers that are going to be paired with the spirits that you've brewed. So all those special spirits that you've made, you're going to combine them with the mixer to create your cocktail, spreading your international renown around the globe. So just adding slightly more to the already established distilled framework. Really cool. Cocktails, it's such a perfect fit for that.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and I can't wait to see what the guys have done with the cards and because they always got something really quirky, and I really want to see that. After that, we got the Ahoy expansion from Leader Game.
Yeah, Ahoy is a fantastic asymmetric game. Not anywhere near as, I suppose, complicated as something like Roots.
Yeah.
But it still has a really great sense of asymmetry. It has wonderful art design, as you might imagine, through the in-house art team there. And any expansion that gives Ahoy something more factions is going to be really interesting. Just more replay.
Yeah, because there are 2 expansions coming out at the same time. But we'll definitely if you like Ahoy as a game, that's something that you definitely need to check out.
Yeah, Rivals and Renegade. The Blackfish Brigade and the Shellfire Rebellion. Great names. Love that.
Yeah. Well, the Leather Games guys, they always come up with something cool.
We've got the Sniper Elite.
Yes. So that one is going to be both a reprint. And the expansion. So it's kind of like it's not an expansion only. It's gonna be coming out on GameFound, if I remember right.
Yes. So there's 2 things as well. So as well as the reprint, we've got 2 separate expansions. We've got Operation Kraken. Then we've got Escalation, which is another one as well. Escalation, I think, is modular. So you've got modular rules, modular things you can bolt in to make the
that's
game
pretty
more
cool.
interesting. So like add it in, add it out. So 4 or 5 different modules. But then you've got Operation Kraken, which is literally new maps.
Yeah.
So new stuff, new snipers, new maps to go and do. And that's really exciting. So you've got vehicles in there as well, new loadouts. New objective cards, so more tokens, and the solo mode as well. So there's a lot more coming for that. That's like the big expansion. It's a big expansion and a small expansion.
Yeah, so for the big expansion, go definitely and check it out at the Rebellion Plugged stand. But then if you're interested in that and you want to get a copy of the original game, well...
That's a really cool 1 versus all game.
Yeah, because it's almost like it's very hard to find, so that's why they're doing the reprint as well. So that will be really good.
So Matt, those are some games that we are incredibly excited to go and try.
Yes.
And the reason that these are in our list is because A, we haven't played them. They are brand spanking new.
Yeah.
They are, in many cases, the first chance we're going to get
to see them.
See them and play them. which is a wonderful opportunity.
Yeah, and again, just say this is the 6th of May today, day of recording. So these are the games that we know are gonna be there by this day.
By the way, the
the
listings. Not the,
Yeah, but we had to pick up stuff from UKGE, some
We
from
asked,
the UKGE, some asking the publisher, some asking the designer,
we
trying
got
to
there.
collect information from you because it's a little bit scattered this year, makes a little bit more. But I'm sure that closer to the date, everything's
There'll
gonna be
be more
consolidated.
news, blah, blah, blah.
We'll see if we need to do another video closer to the date.
We might need
most
to.
anticipated, but you'll see. Time will tell. But what time will not tell. But luck will tell is who's gonna win our giveaway.
So, news, UKGE, we are going to be there the whole, basically, from start to finish, all 4 days of the show. And more. If you spot us, you have a chance to be entered into our giveaway. All you need to do is come up to us as a subscriber and we will give you a magic ticket that's going to enter you into a raffle, which we're going to do on the Saturday, at the end of the show on Saturday. And the lucky winners will win some cool games, and we are bringing some sweet games to give away. Some really good ones.
We got some cool stuff. We got some Kickstarter all-in editions. We got a lot of stuff and new stuff, and that's absolutely, it's gonna be great. So again, if you spot us during the show, you will give you a ticket. Then we all gonna meet in Hall 4 on this Saturday at 5 p.m., 5:30 p.m. So you'll need to find us in the gaming hall. But the best things you can do is actually, first of all, hit the subscribe button, because that is the only rules that you need. It's the only requirement.
But then also go follow our Instagram, which you can see the link below, because we're going to put lots of news, or when we're at the show, all of our live, like where we are, updates are going to be through the Instagram page. So check out the link below for our Instagram.
Yes, and follow us on Instagram as well.
And follow us on Instagram.
But you've done that. If you got a couple of minutes to spare, you can check out our Patreon page as well, because it's gonna help us growing as a channel.
Absolutely.
Again, we're doing this just for the love of gaming.
Just for the love of it, really.
It's not our full job, unfortunately. But yeah, you can support us. Buy us a coffee. So when I do the edit at night, I can stay away.
Yeah, exactly. Keep his eyes open.
Mistakes,
and also on the Patreon is going to be all of our exclusive, uncut, unfiltered interviews with publishers, designers, and special guests from UK Games Expo, just for Patreon.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
If that's something of interest, hit that link. Otherwise, just check out the rest of our videos, and we'll see you at the next one.
At UKGE.
We'll see you at UK Games Expo.
Ciao.
Game reviews for you and me. Here's what you should play and see.
Please, what is this, Matt? What's this video?
We are talking about the most anticipated game coming out at UKGE. So games that you can see for the first time at UKGE.
Oh, darling.
What's up? You're
little
most
sausage.
anticipated.
Oh, you little sausage.
You can't wait to go UKGE as well.